Good morning to you. The march has not yet started. What has been happening for the past hour or so is that the supporters have been asked to come closer to the stage that has been put up behind me. I'll step out of shot for just a second so that you can see. The rain is coming down here in Stellenbosch at the moment, but that does not seem to be a deterrent at all to those who have heeded the EFF's call to come out today for this protest march to mark, of course, the arrival of Johann Rupert here in Cape Town. I do know, I spoke to the EFF national spokesperson a short while ago, and Vanessa Poonah was telling us that they are planning indeed to hand over a memorandum at the offices of Remgro. Now, at the moment, quite a high police visibility here at Stellenbosch. We just located on Kulin, on the road just adjacent to Clutersville, as well as to the township here of Kayamandi, and we do expect the march to start taking place very shortly. I've been told that the EFF leader Julius Malema is en route here as we speak, certainly asking the SG Marshal Dlamini for an interview a short while ago, declining with me, saying that they are preparing for Mr. Malema to come ahead, to come along and to address the crowd here before embarking on that march through to the offices of Remgro.
Now, Vanessa, what's the overall intention of the EFF about these marches? What is it that they expect Johann Rupert to do?
Yes, and it's one of the questions that I've put to Mr. Vanessa Poonah a short while ago when we spoke to him. What they're saying is they're using this opportunity, this march here in Stellenbosch today, as well as in Mpumalanga, to alert him that they indeed are asking for a return of the land. And if I can just show you behind me, of course, we know that Johann Rupert is one of the wealthiest South Africans. Just judging by some of the banners, I don't know whether you can see them in shot at the moment, but some of the banners are calling for the land back. Others are saying that we are nothing without our land, and I suppose that is the key message of the EFF here today, saying to us early on that for the past 2 years with COVID-19 and the restrictions on gatherings, it was difficult, but that today they have come out and they plan to do so in their numbers to embark on going to the offices, handing over that memorandum and saying that the issue of land in South Africa needs to be urgently addressed. And I've asked early on why indeed Mr. Rupert has been put aside. I mean, why is he being isolated in this manner? And they were telling us that according to the EFF, him and his family are among the beneficiaries of what the EFF calls stolen land. So we expect that this march will get underway very, very shortly, as soon as the EFF leader Julius Malema arrives here to address the crowd of supporters that had gathered in Stellenbosch this morning.
Do you know if the Stellenbosch municipality has approved this picket?
We do know that approval has been given for a march to the size of 1,500 people. I have seen earlier on that quite a number of the leadership have been engaging with police officials here on the scene. That's also the number that we've heard, that the agreement was that some 1,500 people are allowed to take part in this march. I'm not quite sure exactly of the route that it will take, other than to say that we have been told this memorandum will be handed over to the offices of Remgro. I tried calling the offices of Remgro a short while ago. An automated message tells us that the offices are closed today due to unforeseen circumstances, and one can only assume that that would be in anticipation of this morning's march due to end there once this march gets underway here in Stellenbosch.
All right, Vanessa, we'll leave it there for now. Thank you so much for your update. Vanessa Poonah there is in Stellenbosch in the Western Cape, wherein the EFF will be staging a picket in its approval or showing its disdain for ostensibly the arrival of European settlers, and in particular targeting various farms owned by billionaire Johann Rupert.